The loss of manners and common courtesy are one of the biggest changes in the truck driving industry today. And it stands to reason the new drivers all got their licenses from CDL schools, and courtesy and manners are not taught by these schools. We learned from our fathers and our uncles and our mentors to be courteous to other drivers. These are the top 5 courtesies every professional driver should adapt. This video is sponsored by GP Transco. Stop working for trucking companies that don't respect you. GP Transco is still the 3rd highest paying carrier in the United States. They offer outstanding pay, health benefits, vision, life insurance, and 401k with a 5% match, outstanding equipment, dedicated customer base, and respectful treatment of their drivers. We've referred many drivers to GP Transco, and we get nothing but positive feedback from them. Check them out at gptransco.com. The first and probably the biggest offense, guys parking in the fuel islands. When you're coming into fuel, line up for the pump and do not get out of the truck. Stay with the truck and wait for your turn to pull ahead. When it's clear ahead of you, pull ahead, pull in, fuel, pull the truck ahead one spot if you're able to, run in, pay, and run back out. Do not go for a coffee while you're in there. Do not go shopping in the store. Do not go to one of the fast food outlets in the truck stop. Do not phone your mother, and do not go to the bathroom. And I don't care if you have to pee your pants and you should be wearing Depends. Get out, move the truck out of the way, put it into the parking lot, and then come back and do your business. No truck driver has the right to hold the other drivers up. All truck drivers are in a hurry. Number 2, jaking in the truck stops. There is absolutely no need to speed and to be running the jake brake when you're in the truck stops. Half of those trucks have people inside them that are trying to sleep. You don't want to be creating extra noise for those people. Be courteous. Drive slowly and shut the jake brake off. Some drivers are guilty of lane abuse. Now, aside from the Montfort guys who are gone now, and the occasional large car, there's no reason for a truck to be locked into the hammer lane and just sitting there. If you're going to go out and pass, pull out, go around the guy in front of you, leave a safe distance, and then bring it back over again. There's absolutely no need to be blocking the left-hand lane. It inconveniences other people. And if you're one of these guys whose truck is governed at 2 miles an hour faster than the guy in front of you, and you pull out, get up beside him, and you can't get by him because of the wind or whatever, nothing makes a truck driver look more stupid than a move like that. So if it looks like it's going to take you a couple of counties to pass this guy, grow a brain, take your foot off the fuel, and ease back in behind him and enjoy the ride. Don't sit out there in the left-hand lane. If you're one of these guys that's in the right-hand lane, you get one of these guys going up beside you on the left, and he's just sitting there, can't get by, and he's still there an hour later. I know this is a tough deal, but either accelerate away from him so he can get back in, or be the bigger man, let your foot off the fuel, and let this fool in and let him go by. If you're being passed, let the guy that's passing you get a good distance ahead of you when it's safe, and then signal him to come back over. If you're the guy passing, be courteous enough not to just get by the other truck and then shave his hood off as you come back in. Leave a good, safe distance. Be courteous about it, and then pull back over. Number 4, no CB Rambo crap. There are a certain element of people out there that like to abuse the CB radio. They get parked in the truck stops and they ramble on Channel 19, do the CB Rambo thing, they cuss and they swear, and it's no wonder the public, the general public that can hear this kind of stuff, has a low opinion of truck drivers. That's not the mark of a professional, to be going on 19 like a fool or on any other channel. Just, if you've got into that habit, get the hell out of it, because it makes you look like an idiot. No CB Rambo talk. And finally, helping other drivers. Now, I know that everybody's in a big rush today with ELDs and everything else, but you can always, and you should always, take the time to help other people out. Now, in some cases, you may want to ask them first if they want your help, but if you see a guy, for instance, struggling to back in, and hit a hole. Wander up, ask him if he's okay, ask him if he needs a hand, and provide it to him if he's willing to accept your help. If he doesn't want your help, and some guys don't, just walk away. But if it looks like he's going to hit another fellow's truck, of course, wave him off. But there are all sorts of instances where it's just common human decency to help other people out. We learned that stuff in kindergarten. Share, be nice, be helpful to others. It's the same principle now. So there you have it. The 5 common unwritten rules in trucking. And as professionals, I would ask that we all treat our fellow drivers with respect and courtesy. Now this reminds me of a story, and I haven't done a story in a long time, and this is one that happened to me. And you know, it shows, this story illustrates how this big rush that we all have on today affects us adversely. I was on I-75, I was headed south. My ultimate destination was Florida, but I was just before Jellicoe, or in the middle of Jellicoe, somewhere there. Anyway, and I wheeled off to the side because I noticed there was a toolbox door open on the trailer. I saw it in the mirror, so I carved it in, hit the shoulder in a wide spot, and I'd seen another truck sitting on the shoulder as I was wheeling in and parking, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I got off onto the side. There was plenty of room for the traffic to go around me. I got out to the trailer and went back and closed the toolbox door. In the meantime, this other driver had come jogging up to my truck and said, "Hey, you know, my engine's derated. It's derated because it's low on oil, and I don't have a jug of oil. Do you have a jug of oil that you could sell me?" And I always carried an extra jug of oil. So I said, "Yeah, sure. Give me a minute." But at the same time, I was just new on this ELD that the carrier had provided me, and I knew I was running out of time, and I was trying to get into the truck stop before the thing ran out. So I was in a big rush, but I said, yeah, here. And I found a jug of oil. I gave it to him, and he says, "Well, I can't pay you right now. Can you follow me into the truck stop? I'll buy you dinner or oil or whatever." I said, "No, I've really got to go. I'm on this ELD. I'm running out of hours." And I made sure he got going, and I took off. And I feel guilty to this day that I was so rushed by this ELD that I didn't have the common courtesy to accept this guy's invitation and follow him into the truck stop and have a chat with him. He wanted to repay me for the kindness I'd shown him, and I didn't have the time, and that was wrong of me. I should have just landed late or something rather than blow the guy off, and I've regretted that to this day. So stay safe, be respectful and courteous of your fellow drivers. Keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the backhaul.